But, you know, speaking of heavy drinking, I think you know you have a drinking problem when you get mad and, like, fat girls don't return your phone calls. I think it's either I'm really desperate or I forgot to stock my apartment with cookie dough. Anyway, Blue Collar Comedy Tour was out like a while ago, so now I can make fun of it because it's old. And I think if you were ever doing like a research on white people, that place would be like a white trash gold mine. You can fill out an entire paragraph, because there's enough skull rings and mullets there to make Garth Brooks concerts look like the ballroom of the Titanic. But, you know, it's what it is. So, I have DVR. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Aren't they fantastic? Like, when I'm like at my friends' houses and I'm done stealing all their stuff, I like to look through their DVR, because you find a lot about a person by what they recorded. And I guess what I do is I record shows that really give me an emotional connection, something I just feel deep down. Because when I'm having a bad day, I turn on Maury and go, oh, I'm not 13 and pregnant, thank God. But, you know, I record that, and then I also record a lot of other shows like that, like MTV. And I think every show on MTV should just have, like, one episode, and that's, like, every show is put out on a boat in the middle of the Pacific, and when they get all the cameras going and they say action, I sink it with a submarine. That would be the best, because then they could just air crafty music videos all day like they used to. I would say television. But, I found out recently that there's like no more heroes left. There's nobody to inspire us, because, you know, Billy Mays died. The OxyClean guy, and I think he was fantastic. He was so good, he could sell cancer to Lance Armstrong. And, like, the only thing I wish he would have done, like, if he, like, knew he was going to die, if he would have done some, like, coffin liner for his, like, last infomercial that would keep corpses up to, like, 300% longer. You could just see Billy Mays up on a hill, he's wearing a trench coat, there's, like, 6 greasy Armenian dudes digging up a grave, and then he pulls out Grandma and goes, see, look at her! She's fine! But, you know, I used to watch a lot of Kung Fu movies, and one thing I've noticed is that there are no good Kung Fu movies left, because every fighting movie now has male models in it. Like, Channing Tatum's going to kick my ass, and then he's going to tell me how to exfoliate my skin. Like, I don't understand that at all. I just think, like, modeling could be the easiest job ever. There's little things, but, you know, I'm not cute, so I don't care. And, like, it's like, okay, honey, well, you look the same as you did yesterday. Here's $1 million. Let's go. Except for Tyra Banks. She has a crappy talk show. We'll be nice to her. But, like, when I think about male models, or any models in general, most of them won't date me, that I think of Megan Fox. And Megan Fox was in that one terrible movie, All of Them. And, so, like, I think Megan Fox would make a great actress if she, like, caught a softball with her face or got lost in a house fire. She would just be so much better. Because, like, you always, like, appreciate when they try really, really hard, and then you get rounds of applauses. That's kind of like my ass. But I think, like, she would just do so much better, and I would really appreciate that. So, now that I've fixed Hollywood, television, and other things, I want to talk about kids. Kids these days, no, don't look at me like that. Kids these days are way too soft. Like, you can't pick on kids anymore, you can't play, like, tackle football, because, you know, if they lose, they'll have, like, self-esteem issues the rest of their lives. Like, kids today are so just weak. Because, like, when I was a little kid, my dad had dropped back and he threw me a deep post pass, but it was in the street and I got hit by a car. So when I came to, all I could hear was my dad going, walk it off! Get your elbow out of your ass, the lawn needs mowing. I don't care if you've got a limp, that lawnmower doesn't push itself. But, you know, now that, like, we're talking about football, like, sports, I think NASCAR is the sport the way dogfighting is to pet owning. I don't understand why we still watch that. I think what would be really great is if we got, like, junior and like 6 other drivers drunk every Sunday and made them race like that? Because that'd be like challenge mode, wouldn't it? You'd be like, you'd see a bunch of like mullet-headed people running for their lives because Jared just took out the North Wall. And I'd watch it. You get something to do after, we ruined MTV, thank God. But, like, sports, I think that a lot of sports, we call sports, shouldn't be sports at all. Like, bowling, if you can eat and bowl at the same time, there should be a giveaway that bowling's not a sport. And then, tennis, well, nobody cares about tennis. But then there's, like, croquet, golf, and midget tossing, and you can do all those in church clothes. So they shouldn't really be sports. But in America, we love the NFL. But I'm worried for the NFL because in 10 years, Brett Favre's going to retire and there'll be nothing left to talk about. Yeah, that Brett Favre joke was for one guy in the audience. Thank you. And I think baseball would be great, when you can't sleep. Because what I do is when I can't sleep, because I'm nervous about doing a crappy show like this, I put on baseball. If that's a Sox game, I love that. But before I go, I'm going to leave you guys with something positive, because my entire set's been just like finding a baby puppy in a dumpster. Exactly. I want to leave you guys with something uplifting, just a good note to leave on. A while back, I was just sitting at home and I'm surfing the web, and all of a sudden there's a knock on my door. So I pull up my pants and I go get the door. It's my new girlfriend, before I got tired of her. And so I let her in, we start chit-chatting, and has anybody ever forgot to, press the close button in the corner? Just me? Okay. Anyway, we're chit-chatting and back and forth, and I see out of the corner of my eye, she sees my screen. And I didn't intend this, but all there is just this girl with these black sleeves on and these high white boots that come up to about here, and nothing else. And I got really nervous because I saw that she saw it, and it got really quiet, and I was like, oh no, she's going to think I'm a pig. She's going to think, wow, I'm screwed, we just started dating. And she looks right in my eyes and gets really quiet. And she says, I almost bought a pair of boots like that last week. I love you. So, we're still together, and it's fantastic. You guys, thanks for putting up with me. Have a good night.